WD Blue SN570 Review. The WD Blue SN570, the third model in Western Digital's series of budget SSDs, showed an improved performance and better results compared to previous iterations during our benchmark tests. Western Digital offers storage solutions in various colors. For example, WD Green products are designed to be eco-friendly, while the WD Red series is suitable for network-connected storage. Additionally, the WD Gold collection works well with data centers and enterprises. Among the drives that we review frequently is the WD Black lineup, which contains high-performance products catered towards professionals and gamers, as well as the cost-friendly WD Blue range. The WD Blue SN570 is a single-sided, M.2 Type 2280. It is a 4-lane PCIe 3.0 TLC NAND base and uses the NVMe protocol over its PCI Express bus. The WD Blue SN570 does not include dynamic random access memory in an effort to save money, and it uses a small amount of static random access memory on its homegrown controller in order to maintain performance. For more information about DRAM-less drives, read our review of the WD Blue SN550. It is faster than the previously released WD Blue SN550, which had a 1TB version with 2400 MB per second read and 1950 MB per second write speeds. The 1TB Lexar NM620 was also listed with its speed rating of 3300 MB per second and 3000 MB per second. The TBW durability ratings of the SN570 are comparable to those of the SN550, but lower than what is typically seen for TLC-based drives such as the Lexar NM610 and NM620. The WD Blue's ratings are more in line with those usually found on QLC memory-dependent drives. The manufacturer provides an estimate of how much data can be stored on the drive, known as TBW, which typically corresponds to its capacity. The SN570 has a current retail rate of 11 cents per gigabyte, making it a competitive choice for budget-minded buyers. Its price is slightly lower than the Samsung SSD 980. The SN570's PC Mark X overall storage score was 2068, which is slightly better than the other drives in the group, consisting mainly of PCI Express 3.0 SSDs and a few PCIe 4.0 drives. In the PC Mark X trace tests, its scores were usually slightly above average, although it was below average in the ISO and file copying tests. Crystal Disk Mark showed that the sequential read and write scores of the SN570s were respectively 3263 MB per second and 2823 MB per second, only slightly less than its rated speed of 3500 MB per second and 3000 MB per second. The 4K read score was noteworthy, being the best among all tested models. The 4K writing speed, however, was found to be just average. Generally speaking, internal SSD sequential scores typically tend to be near their manufacturer's ratings. The WD Blue SN570 demonstrated mixed results in the SSD benchmark. It had the lowest score in the program speed test, but the highest score in the ISO speed test. Its game speed score was average. The WD Blue SN570 is a PCIe 3.0 internal SSD that offers good value for its competitive price, with generally better benchmark scores than the previous version and faster sequential read and write speeds. However, it performed poorly on the SSD program speed benchmark and has a low durability rating. Despite these shortcomings, the WD Blue SN570 has more advantages than disadvantages overall.